not look at chat. Hello there, you beautiful people. My name is Willow, and welcome back to Supreme Commander Forged Alliance Forever for what I thought was going to be a steps to a ladder, but apparently isn't. But either way, let's go ahead and get into introducing our players. This is live on Twitch, so yeah, if you want to come see me cast before I put it on YouTube, twitch.tv/WillowsDuality. If not, if you are a YouTube plebeian or a YouTube god, either way, doesn't really matter. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Okay, I'm done attention whoring. Team 1 up here at the top, Team 2 down here at the bottom, and we are going to go ahead and get into introducing our players with the green Aeon by the name of Tom Ruler going first land, best faction, okay color. And then we have ourselves a, I don't know what to call this color ever. It's like brown, but also orangish. Either way, it is a 700 rated Cybran who is orange going first land by the name of Jog69 or Jag69. I'm going with Jog because there's a U and nobody wants to be accused of being a Jaguar owner. Those cars suck. Last but not least for Team 1, we have another green player. It is a Seraphim by the name of My Mountain. And then we can go on to introducing Team 2. They're so ready. We have ourselves a purple Cybran going by the name of MNL12 or Dave, because I'm not going to try and do that multiple times. Moving on to the middle of the map with the yellow Cybran by the name of Arma473 going first land. And last but not least, for the entire game, for the entirety of whatever this match may end up being, it is I Cannot Read, a purple UEF, who is, of course, going to be doing his own thing. Also, we're going to move the mini-map. I'm trying something new. Twitch chat is going to be on stream for you, YouTube, or on the video for you folks, so you all can see the stupid or brilliant things that they say. So we're going to move the mini-map out of the way. Actually, down here would be even better, wouldn't it? Alright. But as we look at the map is, of course, a Neuraxis mapgen map. And we have a decent amount of reclaim, about 5,000 on the map in total. There's a ton of mexes to expand to, a very mex-heavy map. There pretty much, you can't go, like, 30 feet without hitting a mass extractor point. So people are going to have high economies on this small 10-kilometer map, and it is going to probably lead to a very quick escalation to the T2 and T3 phases. If I had to take a wild guess, that's what's going to happen. Overall balance, it is a 89% game quality game, which is just right under what I would consider balanced at 90%. And of course, we have a we have the ratings line up the same, so there's probably a player or two here with very low game count, and that's what's throwing the balance off. These players, a few of them featuring on this channel multiple times, Arma and Tom Ruler. Everybody else is a new player, which is, well, for the channel, not new player on FAF. Some of these players could have thousands of games for all I know, and they are going to be enjoying themselves doing FAF-related activities, so should be fun. Alright, T1 Bomber out for Arma. Going to be heading over towards the areas of Tom Ruler. Might even pick up this lonely engineer walking out in the beginning of the map. Or I guess not really walking out, he's hovering out. None of the engineers walk, and I say engineers walk too often for that to be the reality. Oh, you're dead. Dead engineer. Very, very sadness. Very sad day. An engineer that has died. And that is going to be another dead engineer, losing a decent amount of his hit points, as in all of them. And the bomber, still kind of uncontested. I don't even see a mobile anti-air in production, so we'd like to see an interceptor from one of the allies show up to try and kind of help this out, but that doesn't seem to be happening. A Mantis attack coming towards Tom Ruler out from Arma as well. Arma throwing a lot of pressure over towards Tom Ruler, who loses another engineer to this bomber. This bomber just on a rampage, 7 kills to its name, and a grand total of 382 mass destroyed. Very significant for the early game. Getting his value out of that bomber is Arma, who is also killing off this expansion that was trying to be built by Tom Ruler. Ruler. Tom Ruler, you really need some anti-air very soon. He has his own air factory up and an interceptor out. The interceptor, unfortunately, is not locking on to that bomber. The bomber has managed to do quite a bit of damage. Going to pick up a mass extractor kill, bringing it up to 8 kills and 418 mass killed. That is absolutely ridiculous as a interceptor flies by to cause massive amounts of damage to the bomber and kill it off. On the eastern flank, we have a bit more of a quiet flank, an area of less action, but we do have the comm of My Mountain expanding southwards, going to be taking this position, has already gotten up an anti-air and a point defense, one of the most heavily defended areas on the map as of this moment. And yeah, that bomber is absolutely gone. Indeed, Rowie did live a very whole and full life. I cannot read is doing a miraculous job despite being unable to read. I'm very interested to see how this man progresses, because being illiterate, as you well may know, is not good for strategic thinking. But he is seeming to do all right, holding his own, has a bunch of mexes under his control. Looking at the overall reclaim here in the early game, both teams at about 1.1 thousand reclaim, which is good because they're on track with each other. We're seemingly having a very even game. Tom Ruler getting bombed by another bomber, not quite as successful as his brother Jerry, but we do appreciate Tom for all he's done, and now he is a feature of the landscape as he falls to the ground and explodes. And there are some units now out from Jugaluganuk. Jugaluganuk. He is going to try and support Tom Ruler, who's been under constant assault from Arma recently. A speed and range upgrade, 98%, 99 is completed. That speed and range upgrade is going to be a very sad moment for Tom Ruler. Tom Ruler has kind of just been punched in the face repeatedly this game, and it does not seem to be stopping anytime soon, as he's going to be greedy and even go for the stealth upgrade on top of his gun speed and range upgrade, which means he's gonna be shooting real fast and he's gonna be invisible. Nobody gonna see him. He's sneaky. He is sneaky assassin over here on the western flank is Arma. Checking in on Dave. Dave is getting up his production. He has all of the power. He's not gonna power stall anytime soon, and he's going to be able to produce a bunch of units to help his team. And that is going to be very, very, very useful, I'm sure. That's a lot of mobile anti-air. Sky Slammers, they can shoot down, but no. Sky Slammers going to be the weapon of choice of our purple player by the name of Dave. And over here, the other purple player has reached Tech 2. We have some pillar tanks out from I Cannot Read. First player in the game to reach that Tech 2 status, and is going to apparently abuse that, as he definitely rushed it, but he's not being pressured, so there's no real recourse. The gun speed and range comm out from Arma, putting pressure onto Tom Ruler's comm and position. Tom Ruler going to have to retreat from this location, and he needs to make sure he does not get blocked up by the enemy units out of Arma, or this could be a very early ejection for Team 1, and that would be very unfortunate. I dropped my mouse on my table. That is very professional indeed. Tom Ruler going to be losing a lot of health to this gun comm, who is currently bringing him down below the 5,000 health point. He will be hitting into that red zone very soon. Going to be in the red health. Red is bad because red means dead. Down to 1,900, under 1,000 hit points now, and he's getting stopped up by a singular Mantis. Hero Mantis saves the day. And Tom Ruler is our first ejection here at the 8-minute and 52-second mark, as Arma scalps the player immediately. Now we have to see the all-important question. It is full share, so all of this is going to go to one of his teammates, and it looks like it has decided My Mountain is the player for the task, the player to take over his ally's base. Is this going to be transferred over to Jog by chance, or is he going to try and manage it all on his own? A bunch of flares were built up. Those would have been useful on the front lines to try and save the comm of Tom Ruler, but it did not manage to happen. We have stealth on the way for Jog, and he is going to be doing his thing, but it's going to be a large amount of pressure being exerted by the comm of Arma 747. 473 and his units going to be pushing on this western flank as hard as his little pushers can push. I don't know what that means. That we can edit that out. Twitch, that'll be between you and me. I'm kidding. I'm too lazy to edit that out. I Cannot Read has gotten damage and range on his comm, along with the T2 advantage. I don't understand. It seems like he could just push forward and win right now. Like, it seems like he has enough T2 units to just kind of, you know, kill off my mountain. Along with the damage and range comm, yeah, that definitely seems like the situation. I don't know if he has any upgrades. He has T2, so I guess he could get up some Utashalas, those Utashala T2 point defense. That is what it's called, right? Utashala. 1 second, we're gonna find out. Let's go ahead and select the commander and check it out. It is called the Utashala. Very fun name. And we have Ghetto Gunships trying to kill off Arma. Aeon Ghetto Gunships coming out to try and kill off the comm of Arma. Not super successful, but is gonna manage to do some damage to the comm, push it back momentarily, and that is going to be very funny. Multiple Ghetto Gunships going down. All of that juicy mass right there, just to scoop it up. I thought Arma was coming to scoop up the mass, but no, he's just going to be pushing forward with the comm. That scooping up the mass would be too much of a high IQ play. That's for somebody who's illiterate, like I Cannot Read. And I Cannot Read is going to continue to push forward. There's only one T2 PD, a second one on, or no, that's a flak on the way. He could definitely push into this and be perfectly fine. And it does look like that's what his decision is. He's going for Riptides, which are, technically speaking, better on the DPS and health front, but at the same time, they have very short range. They seem to be doing their job quite well as of the moment, as my mountain is going to be pushed off of this position by the comm and forces out from I Cannot Read, and it is going to be unfortunate for Team 1 if he goes down. He's taking a lot of DPS from these Riptides with those giant chain guns, just absolutely blasting into the comm of my mountain. He is a bit safer than it would have seemed Tom Ruler was, as he's able to fall back, and he also has some Ilshivas to try and help him out in this situation. The Ilshivas, one of them goes down. My mountain continues to push into the comm of I Cannot Read. This is dangerous. Those Riptides are going to be able to deal a lot of damage. The Parashield now out here going to soak a lot of damage, and my mountain is in a situation where I think he might end up dying, as, oh my gosh, all of the damage coming out from those Riptides, and that's my mountain being ejected at the 12.5-minute mark. That's the end of my mountain leaving Jog all on his own, but there's a massive push out towards Arma 473 out from Jog with the gun stealth and speed upgrade. He has the weapon that was used to kill his ally. He picked up the sword that Arma used to stab Tom Ruler, and now he's like, let's go, Electric Boogaloo round 2, you're gonna die this time. And he is coming out with the gun, speed, range, and stealth combo, and he's throwing so many units over onto Arma. His comm is just pouring damage into Arma's comm, down to 3,000 health, entering the red, and gonna be falling faster and faster as time goes on, but Jog gonna be caught up in the units out from Dave, but now Arma getting down dangerously low on health, down to 500 health, 300. Is he gonna be able to get away? Oh, it just takes a couple more shots. Jog, you gotta shoot the comm. You gotta shoot the comm, Jog. No, this is dangerous. Oh my gosh, 500 HP and Jog is forced to run away. Arma on such low hit points manages to save himself and get away. He is now on T2 land tech. On the eastern flank, there is the Soviets, otherwise known as the illiterates, coming forward to kill off the former base of my mountain and possibly kill off the T2 tech that's trying to get T3. That T3 is very far away and it's not going to live. It's painful. As the T1 bomber spam comes out to slow down Jog's advance. Jog making ground on the western flank. He is fighting back against the allies. I don't know why Jog is Germany in this situation. No, Germany, in fact. But you know what? It fits, I guess. And this T3 upgrade is not long for this world. It gets canceled. Admittedly, probably a good call. Would have just been eating resources. More units coming in to try and defend, but these are T1 units, and this just so happens to be T2. So it's going to be a very inefficient trade of units to try and save this T2 HQ out from my mountain, now in the hands of Jog. Jog now throwing shots into the comm of Dave, who is very valiantly standing his ground. He's like, not 1 inch! I will give not a single inch up to my enemies. Jog might be able to pull off the kill onto this comm. Arma with the veterancy and 33 health a second is already up so much HP. He's already regenerated so much, but Dave now in a difficult position. The units out from Arma are going to be able to push back the comm of Jog. The T2 units just a little bit too much as the rhinos come in and use their pointy horns to stab into Jog. And this is a very, very sad day for the Cybran. Actually, is it a happy or sad day? It's Cybran v Cybran. You never know with the spiky boys. Them spiky boys, they always act like something horrible's happening, but it's really not. So, you know how it goes. Oh my word. Jog is going to continue to push forward again for like the 3rd or 4th time. Gonna try and kill off Arma. He has his own rhinos in tow now. He does have a solid economy. Does not have as much economy as I cannot read, who is currently not reading his way into the main base of Jog, and Jog is somewhat ignoring it. He is just trying to take out at least one enemy player, and he's decided Arma is the player to take out. No, Jog, don't walk away. Keep walking towards that comm. Walk towards the comm. Walk towards it. Kill off the comm of Arma. 500 HP. If he does not die, this is ridiculous. He's dead! Yes! Jog claims victory against his opponent. He claims what he oh so badly wanted. And now he's going to use his comm to try and kill off Dave. Dave is just standing here getting slapped in the back of the head by that giant plasma cannon that Jog has. And that is Dave going to be in a very difficult position. Poor Dave. As reinforcing units, a bunch of T2 units come out from I cannot read to try and help out, but Jog has taken this game from a 1v3 to a 1v1. Admittedly, he's still in a horrible position as T3 has been achieved by I cannot read, and he's producing Titans, which are also illiterate, but still. He's producing a bunch of Titans, and Jog is just kind of behind the entire side of the game where you build units. He doesn't have very many in production. Like, he has units, but like they're T1 units, so they're worth less. You know what I mean. He's dead. This kills him. Goodbye, Jog. We salute you. We salute the fallen, as you have so valiantly held out against overwhelming odds and nearly pulled it back from the jaws of defeat. But the jaws of the defeat were too strong today. If you're watching this on YouTube, I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you to my patrons, Timothy Caldwood, Sergeant Syphilis, and Nogthar. If you want to see these games live, go check it out on Twitch, and I will see you in the next one. You are beautiful. Bye-bye!